I briefly went through SummerSlam. I just skipped through it on Peacock, just bits and pieces, whatever. So I'm gonna go with the first what the fuck moment of one of the biggest what the fuck moments of the whole pay-per-view.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh god, the return of Becky Lynch squashing Bianca Belair for the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship. This is what the fucking fuck, man, is going on with these guys, man.
I'm going last.
I can't even comprehend. Because someone explain to me what the thinking is to have Bianca lose to Becky Lynch coming back from a pregnancy and being squashed under 15 seconds on her return.
Well, she never really lost the belt in the first place.
Like I was watching a thing today, and like the backstage reaction was a little bit mixed, but Bianca was positive because Bianca is professional. She like, look, Bianca Belair as a professional, she took that as a professional standpoint. Like she like, look, I'm gonna get mad, I can get upset. You know what I mean? How they booked that. You know, I'm gonna be professional because that's what professionals do. You know, credit to her for had the mindset of not being on social media and like, this is trash or whatever. But she took it like a professional. She took it like like an adult in a way. You know what I mean? Whereas the book, everybody knew the book was bad. Like I said in the previous episode, Brie Bella even said that the booking of that match was horrible. Like you would like the thing. Let's take it before SummerSlam. They had advertised that Sasha Banks. Was supposed to wrestle Bianca Belair at SummerSlam for the WrestleMania rematch.
True.
Sasha Banks isn't there, and they knew that she wasn't there. If they had booked it to where, like, on SmackDown saying that Sasha Banks wasn't there, now you had to face a mysterious opponent, we'd have been all right with that. We'd be like, all right, cool, that's fine. We'd be okay with that, and then we can anticipate who it is. It'd be like Becky Lynch is coming back. Oh snap! Or somebody else coming back. Oh, maybe Tessa Blanchard. Oh snap! But then if they put like Carmella as a swerve, we'd be like, okay, and then play it like that. But the whole squashing of Becky Lynch, or not the squashing, but Bianca getting squashed by Becky, and the booking of that is why we are upset as fans. You could have just had Becky come out, have a match, get like 10 to 15 minutes at the most. Make Bianca lose by, making Bianca lose clean, still making her strong, and we would have a problem. But the fact that they had Carmella come out after we've seen that confrontation 5 times at the least. 5 times at the least.
Literally the previous night. She beat Carmella on SmackDown. Friday night.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, literally. And Selena Vega came out, I'd be like, all right, cool. Selena Vega came out. Perfect. But then you should have just had Bianca in the match, like, who's my opponent? Becky comes out, they have a match, 10 minutes. 10, 15 minutes. We'd been fine. But you basically like Ryan and me were talking, Vince freaked. CM Punk came back and CM Punk the day before on AEW returned, had the biggest reaction in wrestling since I don't know. The biggest reaction since wrestling in wrestling history.
Mm-hmm.
Vince basically had Becky on the phone and Brock on the phone. We'll get to Brock later, but we had them on the phone. Like, I need y'all here at SummerSlam, like now, because they popped them ratings. But the execution of that was horrible. Like, I didn't watch SummerSlam. The only match I watched basically was the John Cena and Roman Reigns match, because to me everything else was just
After,
I saw the Becky thingy and I was like, why would you do that? Like, you made Becky look good, but she kind of made Bianca look like trash. But Bianca, I can maybe because like Kofi, they had to move the thing because he was, Kofi's a great champion, but he wasn't bringing in ratings. Basically, they booked the person who's going to bring ratings in the company. That's just how WWE does things.
Look, Pete, I'm sorry to cut you off. But here's the thing: if it was about ratings, they would have took the belt off of Roman Reigns. we all know the world champion is the one that brings the ratings. That's never changed. The fact that SmackDown stays. Well, look, they almost had 3 million viewers last night. Okay, let's give them a freaking hand. Okay, because WWE 5 years ago, 3 million viewers was low.
Word, that's light.
So if it was about ratings, then they would have took that belt off of Roman Reigns. But about SummerSlam and the squash of Bianca Belair. Look, I understand that they want to elevate Bianca Belair by giving her the mountain of Becky Lynch to climb, but not in 26 seconds, man.
I agree.
26 seconds. Wrestle a 10, 12 minute match and then take the belt off of her. Then, hey, you can chase Becky Lynch. After that happened, and I'm gonna be done with talking about it because it's pissing me off. But after that happened, I stopped watching SummerSlam. I was like, no, I don't give a shit. I just don't give a shit anymore.
Vince McMahon, we don't want no motherfucking black people with no damn belts. We're gonna take it off of Kofi and we're gonna take it off of Bianca.
And they both
watched them.
And they squashed in under a minute.
Yes. So let me jump in here real quick, dog.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
You know what's funny in all of this here? The 26-second squash of Bianca Belair completely makes you forget that there was a triple threat match for the Raw Women's Championship where Charlotte Flair ended up getting belt number 12 and Rhea Ripley left empty-handed.
Yeah.
But we'll just leave that on the shelf for a second here.
Yeah, that's what I like. Yeah.
We'll leave that on the shelf for a second here, right? Now, I think that with the advent of Daniel Bryan getting over the way that he got over as a result of taking a bro kick by Sheamus and losing the World Heavyweight Championship in 18 seconds has gotten Vince McMahon in this mode of assuming that the best way to get a talent over and endear them to the fans is by squashing them and seeing them at their lowest point.
Oh my God.
Yeah. One of the rumors that they said that they did that to Bianca to kind of build her up to be something better later on. Kind of like Daniel Bryan, like how they did with Daniel Bryan. They kind of do the same thing with Bianca too.
Right. And the thing is, okay, on one end of it, I can't fault them for having that thought process. But what has to be taken into account is that every situation is different. The way that the fans perceive each individual talent is different. We always looked at Daniel Bryan as the underdog. Even when he was a heel champion, we looked at him as the underdog. At no point in time did I ever care to see Sheamus as champion more than I cared to see Daniel Bryan. With Bianca Belair, her whole gimmick, if we can still use that word in relation to a wrestling character, is that she is physically dominant over everyone that she's in the ring with.
Yep.
She is physically better than ever. She is, for all intensive purposes, the female Mr. Perfect in the WWE.
Ooh.
That is Bianca Belair. I don't give a fuck, okay? I don't give a fuck. She is the female Mr. Perfect in the WWE. We could have had this. All right,
I didn't even look at it like that. God damn.
Keep cooking, man. Shit, you on it. You on it, man. Keep cooking.
My bad. I was getting out of character here. But she was the female Mr. Perfect in the WWE. Personally, I don't know if this is going to be a controversial take that I'm going to give right here, but I lost interest in Becky Lynch very quickly. Very quickly, I lost interest in Becky Lynch. She can cut a good promo. She can cut an excellent promo. All of that shit. I lost interest in Becky Lynch as soon as she tapped out to Asuka at the 2019 Royal Rumble. from that point on, I was good. Okay, you got her coming out to the ring limping and winning the Royal Rumble. I lost interest in all of that because the way that they booked the main event of the 2019 WrestleMania, when they made that a triple threat match and we had that fucking segment of her, Charlotte, and Ronda beating up the police officers and kicking in windows. By that point, I was good. I was good. Just get to the point where she pins Ronda Rousey and then whatever. All right, cool. I lost interest very quickly in Becky Lynch as a credible champion that I could take seriously. I'm sorry if I'm wrong. Am I reaching with anything that I said here?
You hit the nail on the head.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm telling no lie.
That's your opinion, bro.
Because for me,
I co-sign.
Okay, because for me, that's when we took it from the point of her being credible as a wrestler to us just doing shit to make her look like more of a badass. I'm never gonna take for granted what somebody does to get to the point to where they attain that success. But in terms of the four horsewomen, quick side note, for me, the four horsewomen, in terms of who's the best in ring and can actually pull off a great match, it goes it goes Sasha, Becky, Charlotte, or my bad, excuse me, Sasha, Bailey, Charlotte, and then Becky Lynch. But anyways, with this segment that we got right here, there's no way you can explain to me why we advertise one match and then squash our champion with one move and then whatever. Anything short, I didn't watch SmackDown last night, but anything short of a heel turn and a built-up fucking program between Bianca Belair and Becky Lynch, where Bianca Belair gets that belt back at Survivor Series, miss me with that bullshit, bro.
They already jumped the shark. It's the problem. Look, man. I ain't even think about it like that, but she was supposed to be the female Mr. Perfect. Jesus Christ. When it God damn it. Bianca Belair could have fuck the sympathy shit, right?
Yes.
Look at what you're doing with Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is beating everybody. Bianca Belair could have beaten everybody. She has the style, she has the attitude, she's got the finesse, and she's got the ability to keep people on her side. When she should have lost that belt was WrestleMania. 1 year.
Yeah.
1 year that she needs to hold that title. Beat everybody. Then, when you want to get somebody like Toni Storm in, then you have a new girl beat her. She could have beaten Becky Lynch at the Royal Rumble.
Man.
Fuck getting Becky Lynch the title. He already did. Bro.
We seen that movie already.
Bro.
How many times?
She peaked when she beat Ronda Rousey.
Yep. And it wasn't even her beating Ronda Rousey, which it should have been, right? They shoehorned Charlotte into the main. All right, I'm gonna chill. I'm muting my fucking mic.
I'm gonna let y'all,
man. You good, bro? You telling no lies, bro.
I'm gonna let y'all talk because I'm gonna get raw here.
Nah, go ahead, cook, Brandon.
Go ahead, man.
Cook, bro.
Look, okay, fuck it. Once she beat Ronda Rousey, and she had that 1 year reign as Raw Women's Champion, she should not win a title again for quite some time. When Bayley won that title, and she kept it for a year plus, she's been the contender, but she's not been champion since. That's because she has elevated herself to a point where she doesn't fucking need the belt. The belt is to establish a star. Okay? There's a saying in wrestling. That once you become a main event, once you become a main event talent, you shouldn't need the belt. You are the main event. You are Undertaker. A match with Undertaker is more valuable at WrestleMania than wrestling for the WWE title at WrestleMania.
Facts.
Take The Rock and we already saw this with The Rock and Hogan. That should have ended the show. What happened when the WWE title went on last with Triple H and Jericho? That crowd was fucking dead.
Yeah, man. You ain't keep cooking, bro. Keep cooking, bro. You ain't telling no lies, man. Shit.
Becky Lynch doesn't need the belt again. She can, like, if you want a heel for Bianca Belair to chase, it doesn't have to be Sasha Banks.
Nope.
You got Toni Storm right there. She is one of the best female wrestlers. No, fuck that. She's one of the best wrestlers on the planet.
What about Shayna?
Shayna Baszler too. You can put her over there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, like look at it like this. If you guys have never seen Toni Storm work, she's fucking sexy as hell. But that chick can fucking work her ass off. Let her do her thing. Let Bianca Belair chase her. Let her beat her. Get her little second title reign. And then you have Bianca Belair run through every fucking body for a year. Elevate a female from NXT. Beat Bianca Belair.
Yep.
Then Bianca Belair no longer needs to be champion. Stone Cold got to a point where he didn't need to be the WWF champion anymore. Because he was more important than the belt.
Right.
That's what the belt is there for.
Right. And when he wasn't the champion, guess who was champion? Triple H was champion. The Rock was champion.
Right.
Yeah.
It's because those guys needed it. The Rock got to a point where he didn't need the belt anymore. Triple H has never been at a point where he doesn't need the belt. Well, hold on. As a matter of fact, now he is. Now that he's a legend, he doesn't need to be world champion. The Undertaker had far superseded the importance of the belt.
Kurt Angle
didn't need to be champion no more because he fucked people up. We knew Brock Lesnar doesn't need to be champion. We've seen that. We know Brock Lesnar is a world champion. We know he doesn't need it. These people, you make stars by making them fucking stars. It's like, okay, somebody said to me, like, I heard this before. Wrestling is the fucking most simplest thing ever. Because if you have two people that want to fight, you're not going to fuck at a stadium. If you're seeing a football game and a fight breaks out, you're no longer watching the football game. You're watching a fight. Okay? And then you're going to always remember those two people. Once you put that belt on somebody and they have a banger fight, the loser, you're going to remember them. They are now a star. The person carrying the belt is a star in the making.
Oh, shit. Shit.
Roman Reigns don't fucking need that title no more.
Word? You don't think so, bro?
No, because once he drops it, well, look at Roman Reigns right now holding that belt. That shit looks like a fucking toy. Roman Reigns, look. Beating Roman Reigns is the world title.
Yo, hey, keep cooking, bro.
Beating Bobby Lashley is the world title. You're the fucking champ now when you beat those two. You don't need the belt no more. Like, how is this so hard to do? We're overthinking this shit.
Yeah, okay.
Oh man, dude,
No,
you dropping some gems on this shit, bro.
Hey, keep cooking, bro. Keep cooking,
damn,
bro.
I can't even say anything, man.
You got it, brother. Keep cooking.
It's just how I feel. The most over guy have we all lost the plot so much to where we just think that the person holding the belt is the most important person in the company? Is the most important wrestler? There was a time where fucking Hulk Hogan didn't have the belt, but he was still the main event.
Oh, man. You talking about WrestleMania? Was it WrestleMania 8 when Savage and Flair wrestled for the belt and it was Sid versus Hogan in the main event?
Yes. There was a time where the name of a wrestler just sold the building. Austin didn't have to be WWF champion to sell out a building. The belt makes a star into a superstar.